Good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland, Michigan. Yes, I got the cold that's going around, and because I'm such a loving husband, made sure I passed that along to Kim as well. Yeah, so it's going around, and I got the sniffles and running through the Kleenex, and there it is. I think a lot of folks are going through this. I've had several customers come in. We try to keep our distance, obviously, and using up the hand sanitizer and cleaning the counters constantly, like we were trained a couple of years ago. But man, there's just no escaping this. This sucker just kind of crept up on me on Monday, and that was all that she wrote. But we're getting through it, and hopefully you're well wherever you are. And I have to kind of muddle through with my voice acting like this is right now. It's going to make the podcast extra fun on Sunday, isn't it, Steve? All right, let's say some quick hellos, and then I'm going to get on with the business of the day. Good morning, Betty from Toledo. Thank you for being here. Steve, she's looking forward to the Temptations. I don't have any Temptations. We did have some Motown go out, though. See what I did there? See, it's the cold talking there. Pat saying good morning, and lazy cup of Joe to you, enjoying that. Chuck, good morning to you, as well as Jeff. Hey, sir, good morning. And saying happy Saturday. And she's adding Nicholas. Yeah, thank you very much, Ann. I hope I do too. It's fine. I feel okay. It's just, the blowing of the nose and the sneezing. It hits once in a while. And Chuck, yeah, do good. Stay away. I'll hold stuff. If you guys need something from today, we'll just hold that vinyl for you until such time as it's cleaned. No, it's clean. Come on, I'm keeping stuff clean here. Willie 90 is awesome. Good. We're going to be talking about that in just a second, Dan. Thank you for being here. All right, so let me muddle through this with a couple of news items first, and then we'll get on with showing some of the vinyl. We do have the holiday hours straightened out. I know I said I was going to post them, but I did not post them yet. It's been kind of a weird week. So we will be open per normal yesterday, next week, rather. Closed on Monday and Tuesday, like we are normal. Then open on the 20th, but on Christmas Eve, the 24th, we will be closed. I'm going to close that entire day Sunday and chill out. And then Monday and Tuesday, of course, Christmas and the day after. Monday and Tuesday is our close day anyway, so we're going to stay closed on those two and be back open on the 27th. But, and this is a big but, let me know what you guys think on this. And again, those of you who are watching are regulars, and I can count on you guys to let me know what's up if you need to get by and get something. But on Friday and Saturday, the 22nd and 23rd, the last 2 days that were open before Christmas Eve, I'm considering staying open until 8 p.m. each night since we are going to be closed on Christmas Eve. And we normally do get some last-minute shoppers. So I'm still mulling on that. I know I got to make my mind up, but we'll make the post on Monday or Tuesday. But considering staying open till 8 o'clock on the 22nd and 23rd, that Friday and Saturday right before Christmas. But let me know what you guys think. See what you say from there, and we'll get into that. Okay. Also, too, we are now. Holy cow! It was kind of close. We are fully restocked on the music record shop outer sleeves, the poly sleeves, the 3mm ones. We were running real low on them for a while, but now I do have 50 packs and 100 packs. They are restocked. We also got a good restock of our groove washer stuff, including a few blocks. This is the thing down here now. The groove washer stuff is good. It replaces that old D4 disc washer system, which is now made in China, but these are made in the U.S. So we do have some of the walnut handle systems, the real cool looking ones. These things work so much better than the disc washer stuff does currently now. But we also have the intro kits. They're a little more affordable. They're $10 a piece. And it's essentially the same as the walnut kit. Let me get the thumbnail. Without the walnut handle. So it's a good sponge with the G2 fluid coming through there. And as I said, we still do have stylus cleaning kits, and I did get some blocks. But again, Groove Washer makes this so you got to buy everything a little separately. So if you want to, you get the brush and the stylus kit separately and then the block separately. But if you get all of them, we'll make you a deal. That's kind of how we roll here. But Groove Washer stuff back in stock here at the store. Let's see, Nick, a waving hand. Hey, man, cool thing. And Dan chimes in. Oh, it's Christmas, I know, but still the day before. We'll see. I will get some relaxed time, absolutely for certain. Okay, For those of you who are, you're kind of stepping up in the activity of collecting, and maybe you're looking at upgrading your turntable, I've got some good news for you. We normally carry the Audio-Technica LP60s, and then once in a while I'll get an LP3, which is the more expensive upgrade. Rarely do I get a chance to carry some very high-end turntables or higher. I'm not carrying like $2,000 turntables or anything like, but I did get a chance to bring in an Audio-Technica LP5 turntable. And I got a deal on it, and I think we're going to pass that deal on to you guys as well. I just got one of these, but I can probably get more. So if you're thinking that you've been good and you're asking Santa to give you a really nice turntable upgrade, this is the one that I think you might consider. So a few things on the LP5. It is an Audio-Technica brand, so it's been around for a while. This one does have a USB on it as well for whatever reason. I don't think that's a big deal anymore, especially with USB. But this is a fully manual, but it does go to 78. So it's got 33, 45, and 78, but it's fully manual. Here's the cool thing. It is a direct drive turntable. The majority of the other Audio-Technicas that we sell, minus the LP120, are belt drives. This one is a direct drive. It's got the J-shaped tone arm on it. It comes with a very nice cartridge. What is the cartridge? It's the AT-VM95 stereo cartridge. Very good stylus on it as well. It's got some heavy rubber dampening to improve frequency reproduction. These are all the good stuff. And this one also has the switchable preamp inside, so you can use it with a set of powered speakers, just like all the other Audio-Technica stuff that we carry. So think about that. If you want to, come on in and we can talk about this a little bit further. But if it's time to get an upgrade, this is a deal and a half, because this one normally lists for $450. So we've got it for $50 off. We got a bit of a deal on it, and we're going to pass it on to you guys as well. So you're saving $50 on that. Normally $450, but now we got it down to $399, $449 down to $399. So if you're interested, do some research on the LP5X turntable, direct drive, fully manual direct drive. Very cool turntable, but it's neat to have a little bit bigger one. Regarding the LP60Xs, we only have one in stock for the weekend. They've been going off the shelves like crazy. So got a couple more of those going, but only the black models. The silver and the brown have been on back order, and I don't know as if we're going to get those in again. So, all right, let me know what you guys think on the turntables and otherwise. And now let's get on to a couple of the records. Let's see, Manny, how's the weather here? Oh, I forgot to start with the weather. It's December in Michigan, which means that it could be snowing with 3 feet of snow, or it could be 45 to 50 degrees, which I think is where we're heading today. So cloudy and just iffy out there. Hey, Chris, good morning to you as well. All right, a few new releases. This was the big one coming out yesterday. It's Willie Nelson's 90th birthday live at the Hollywood Bowl, but this is only volume 1. I can imagine into January or February, we will get another volume or so of this. A double LP, 21 tracks, as Willie and a whole host of others celebrate his 90th birthday from a few months back, that concert. Dan picked one up, says it sounds awesome. Right off the bat, we're starting with Billy Strings playing with Willie, Whiskey River. But other folks on here, we can see Nora Jones, Margot Price is on here, Lyle Lovett, Beck, Dave Matthews, Nathaniel Ratliff is on here, the Avett Brothers, the Lumineers, some folks that you really wouldn't expect popping in. Lumineers, Tyler Childers is here, Miranda Lambert, Tom Jones, Chris Stapleton, Sheryl Crow, George Strait, Keith Richards. The Snoop Dogg performance is not on here, though. I imagine they're saving that for whatever volume is coming up next. So grab that. I think I've got 3 or 4 copies of that left. Speaking of Willie, we still have a copy of his greatest hits, came out a couple of weeks back. And the Record Store Day Shotgun Willie, we've got one of those left in stock as well. Other new releases from Friday, a new compilation from Manfred Mann, hits from the 60s, limited edition red vinyl. You can't see this, but this is actually a very cool die-cut cover showing the inner sleeve below it, but it is a double LP with lots of cool stuff from Manfred Mann on here as well. I think it's prior to the Earth Band, probably. I guess I'd have to look that up. Doc and Greatest Hits, got a couple copies of that in. Restocked on the dark side version of Peter Gabriel's latest I.O. There's two versions of this. The light side is on back order, but we got a dark side in. Restocks, we got a copy of Run Rose Run from Dolly Parton. I had another Rockstar in, but that went yesterday. I think I'll probably try to get one more for Christmas. Speaking of that genre-ish, Jelly Roll, Ballads of the Broken, got a copy of that in. Another, I'm not too familiar with this country star, Vince Neil Emerson. This is the Golden Crystal Kingdom. Got a copy of that out on the shelf, if you are familiar. And then finally, a question from our good friend Joe, big Rush aficionado, Joe being he is, saw this in our drop video yesterday and asked if this was the 2014 pressing or if it's a new repressing. Now, on our distributor site, they tagged this in as the 2014, but these things, this is the Rush box set, self-titled Rush Revisited is what it's called, or Rush, what do they call it now? I forget now. Rush, it's their first album. But this is not the 2014. I really kind of doubt that. I think they went through and did a repressing, and they're just using the same barcode and everything else are going with it. But I would imagine that this is a brand new pressing of the Rush self-titled box set. The box set is just one LP inside. It's a reproduction of the original Moon record, the label on there as well, and the Moon jacket. But it does include some other good stuff. There's a picture in here, and excuse me. I forget all that's in here, but there's some goodies inside. I got one back, several years ago, and it's a bigger box set, but very cool. Now, the other thing, too, is the price came down on this tremendously. They've got it listed for $45 when it started off. It was like $50 or $60. We got one left in the store right now for $42. And there will be no more because it's already on back order from the distributor. So we'll try to get a few more here and there to go. So let's see here. What else is going on? Pat says, the Willie concert is going to be broadcast on CBS Sunday night with Snoop. So check that out on CBS if you get a chance, and then you can come pick up the vinyl if you decide to go with it. So, all right. I think, we're there, and my voice is kind of crackling a little bit. So I think that we're going to just go ahead, get on with our day. I will post for the regular the store hours coming up for holiday season very soon. We'll get that out. But we will be open today, Saturday, from now until 6 p.m. Tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon till 5. By the way, there will not be a upcoming release video this afternoon. I just don't have it in me. And plus, Saturdays have gotten a little busier. So we're going to just forego the new release video this afternoon. I'll put a post up with some of the highlights on Facebook so you guys can check that out. And maybe I'll put up something on a couple of other platforms so you can see what's there. But I don't know as if we're going to get to the new release videos until the first of the year. And there's some other changes coming too to our website we'll talk about next week. But we'll get into that. But the podcast will go on. Steve and I are going to do one more episode for 23. We're going to do that tomorrow. And then that podcast will be up on our various platforms tomorrow evening, Sunday evening. Two guys talking about records. And Steve and I are going to wrap up 2023, as most places do, with year-end wrap-ups, talking about some of our favorite things of the year, favorite pickups, and so on and so forth. The best ofs, if you will, going on for that year. Oops, I'm pressing buttons like there's no tomorrow here. All right. I think we're going to call it a morning and get going. Dave, hey, man, thank you very much. I'm hanging in. And Manny, yes, thank you, sir, very much. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think that I'm going to go. I'm looking at the time here, and we're up on time. I talked anyway. Didn't think I could do it, but you guys underestimate my ability to pontificate endlessly for no apparent reason whatsoever. And yes, that is not the cold medicine talking. All right. You folks have a great week. Stay healthy. We will be here all day today regardless. So stop on by, keep your distance, and say hi. And we will talk to you next Saturday live from Radio Wasteland Records. Thanks again, folks.